How you doing, Mr. Attorney?
Good, and yourself, sir?
I think I missed you in the last meeting. Are we ready now? It's 5:34. It's now time to begin our scheduled CRA meeting, City of North Miami. We'll start with a call of to order. Ms. Clerk?
Um, Board Member Bien-Aimé, Board Member Desume,
Here.
Board Member Keys,
Here.
Board Member Galvin, Chairman Joseph,
Aki.
Chairman, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We'll proceed with Pledge of Allegiance.
Allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you very much, Ms. We need a motion to approve the last minutes. So moved.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Desume to approve the minutes for January 8th. That motion was seconded by Board Member Keys. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes 4-0.
Can I ask a question? The motion that, the minutes, that's the tab?
You have it?
I don't have it, that's what I'm looking at.
You just slide it over.
Oh, okay,
Just slide
okay,
it.
then that's what I'm looking at, never mind, thank you. I think that's what I'm looking at. Oh, okay.
Okay. You got it?
I got it.
Through the chairman, today we have Rod Harvey here to present from HTC to present the financial statements or the results of the financial audit for the CRA. So through the chair, I pass the baton to Mr. Harvey.
Good afternoon, Mayor, council members. Great to be among you again, appointed officials, elected officials. My name is Roderick Harvey, partner with HCT, the CPA firm of record for the North Miami CRA. We are reporting on the audit results for the period ended September 30, 2018. Based on our audit procedures and our compliance testing for the year ended September 30, 2018, we are issuing an unqualified opinion, which means that the financial statements as presented are fairly presented in accordance with generally accepted accounting principles. To go over some of the highlights of the September 30, 2018 amounts, total assets, 4.9 million, liabilities, 562,000. Our net position as of the end of the year, 4.3 million.
How you doing, sir?
When we look at our financial summary as it relates to revenues and expenditures, revenues for said period, 3.3 million, compared with expenditures of 3.5, which gives a decrease in net position of 267,000. You can see that our ending net position, once again, is 4.3 million. From a budgetary perspective, our original budgeted revenues was 8.7. Our original budget was $54 off or difference. Then you can also see our budget to actual results, again reflecting a decrease of 267,000, but our net ending position is 4.3 million. We are required, based on AICPA guidance, to report on the prior year findings. There were none. Based on our testing in the current year, there were no findings of material weaknesses, significant deficiencies, or other matters that are required to be reported to you under government auditing standards. So at this time, Mr. Executive Director, through the chair, we would like to open up for any questions. If we cannot answer, we will reply later in writing. We do want to give a testament to the staff and the leadership of the Executive Director of the CRA and the appropriate folks for their works and our testing coming up with 2 years in a row with no findings of material issues. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are there any questions?
I do have,
Go ahead.
On your budget to actual comparison, you have a column that says actual results dash budgetary basis. What does that mean?
Okay, very good question.
Because we got a capital projects infrastructure of 3.3 million, and then all of a sudden, actual results budgetary is 553. So what is?
Right. So your budgetary basis is just based on the accounting of what you budgeted, of what you thought was going to happen, as compared to your final results. So your budgetary basis of accounting is different from your normal final expenditures of accounting.
How come we had so much extra money, or is that?
Well, because the budgetary basis includes, see the line that says carryover surplus?
Right.
So that carryover is basically your pluses or minus being carried over to each year. So that will make a given year appear to be larger because
Thank
you're
you.
carrying over your surplus, or in certain cases it could be a deficit.
Thank you. And one last question to our board chair, manager. Are you our board chair, director?
Executive Director.
You're the chair? Through the chair, but, okay. Could we, at some point, get a breakdown of our capital projects that we've done? I mean, we have a big number here. I know it's not part of the audit, but it would be nice if we could have, or is it posted online?
Yeah, well, when you approve the budget presentation actually has a detail of a list of every single capital project that you appropriated.
Okay,
So
because
if you want a
this is
status-
last year.
Yeah, so in the current budget, it's actually online already for the current year.
That
And
shows-
last year's budget also had the same,
For the previous year, though.
for the previous year, you had the
Okay.
same report, if you will.
Okay, so that's
So-
online, so we can actually see all the different
Yes, you can see each one.
projects we've done, and the amount's
Mhm.
great. Thank you.
Yeah.
No questions.
All right. That's it?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you.
The second item is Business Attraction and Expansion Award.
Yes. Good evening, Rasha Kamo, CRA Director. In front of you is a Business Attraction and Expansion Grant request from Ricky Thai Bistro, located at 1617 Northeast 123rd Street. Ricky Thai Bistro is a full-service Thai restaurant. They've been open since 2011. They currently employ 10 employees. They are looking to expand the restaurant. They were able to lease an additional 1,070 square feet to the west of them. So they're doubling their square footage. They're going from 29 seats to 67 seats. The total cost of this project is $233,400. There are no violations on this property, as this is doubling the square footage and will increase the capacity for the restaurant to attract more businesses and more patrons to the area. Staff recommends approval of the 50% match, which is $116,700. The contact person, the owner of Ricky Thai, Mr. Carafelli, is here if you have any questions.
You have a question?
Yes, sir. How many I know you mentioned 10 employees. Do we know how many are they North Miami? Is that giving a consideration? I love Ricky Thai. I've been there before. That's my only
This
one
is
question.
Two of them are North Miami residents.
residents.
He has 4 full-time, he has
Okay.
4 full-time, 6 part-time, and 2 of them are North Miami residents.
Okay. Out of the 10.
Mhm.
Would,
Those are his
are,
current
are
staff.
are they, with this money, with the expansion, are they adding more employees or, Mr. Thai, how you doing? How are you?
Good night.
Good.
Giuliano Carrafelli, Ricky
Yes,
Thai
sir.
Bistro.
Would you
Eh,
be adding more employees with the?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
The point is that being a volatile business, people come and go very frequently.
Okay.
So like 4 or 5 months ago, we used to have 4 person living in the North Miami area.
Oh, good.
As of today, we have 2.
Okay.
And it's not our fault. We try to retain people, but sometimes, it's not the easiest.
Is there someone in the
easiest thing to
city
do.
that could work with them, Mr. Manager?
I mean, yes,
Because I
Ricky-
heard of another company that said they had issues recruiting our own
we
people.
have,
Sam, maybe?
yeah, we have some internal resources and external that we can reach out to.
Okay.
We work closely also with Career Source, and they tend to have they will have list of North Miami residents who are trained in a particular area.
Yeah.
So we can do that referral, but
Because
also
I know at
internal.
one point Tanya had a,
Job fair?
yeah, somewhere where we had to, where we wanted to register our own folks so that we don't have that current problem. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
My pleasure, thank you.
Move for approval if there's no other question.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Desormeaux to approve agenda item number 2. That motion was seconded by Board Member Keys. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes 5-0.
Next item is from Tomato Basil. It's a beautification and enhancement grant. Property is located at 653 Northeast 125th Street. Tomato Basil is a family-owned restaurant founded in 2015. They currently employ 2 part-time employees. Their request is to enhance the interior with new flooring and the bathroom, but mainly to do an outdoor garden in the back. They've gotten permission from their property owner to take up the 2 parking spaces in the back of the building and to put in a step-up private outside garden to allow for more seating for more patrons. This is, the total cost of the project is $26,939.70. Staff recommends approval of the $24,100 grant approval. There are no violations on this property at this time. She was able to satisfy the pending violations before the grant was submitted. Staff recommends approval. And Ms. Dana Lulick, I'm sorry, is here, is the restaurant owner, and she can answer any additional questions you may have.
Yes, I'm the owner.
Right.
How much is the budget? How much
$24,100,
is the total cost?
$26,000.
Okay.
And it's mainly for the outside back of the property.
To do the garden.
Yeah,
The garden.
it's an
Also the
elevated,
floor.
it's an elevated,
We're also doing the
the
inside.
interior
Yeah.
flooring in the bathrooms. Any questions?
All right, Wendy, I move for approval.
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Joseph to approve agenda item number 3. That motion was seconded by Board Member Keys. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes 5-0.
Rasha, let me ask you a question.
Chairman.
Are they gonna be able to secure the garden? Is it what type of gardening? What type
It's-
of, is
there are
it flowers?
pictures-
It's not,
There,
yeah, I have to scroll over
yeah,
to
I'm
see.
sorry, let me tell you what
It's not
page
fruits? Is it fruits,
No,
flowers?
no.
Just
It's
Just plants,
outdoor seating,
pots.
plants
For the back.
Oh,
for
okay.
the back.
Oh, because I'm saying if it's for there, she gotta
No,
make
no,
sure
no,
she
no, we're not
secure it.
It's like a
Pool going to-
seating
Oh, nice, okay.
type thing. It's
Yeah.
not like the.
'Cause we
Just
got a-
no pesticide.
Where?
At that park we have, they used to go and take gouge and mustard.
Number 4,
Yeah.
Okay.
Still the stuff like that.
Number 4, there are 2 requests from Ware Homes LLC. They recently purchased 2 properties, so I'm reading the first application. Ware Homes LLC owns the property located at 13990 Northwest 6th Court. This is a beautification and enhancement grant. That is the property where the marble business is on behind the 7th Avenue Flea Market. If you're off of I-95 South, you're getting off the exit, you can see the white building with the marbles in front of it. They're requesting $24,700 to help not only beautify the building, but also making it accessible and more practical for the existing tenant. They need to put in a new roll-down door, new AC, and this will allow the tenant to bring in their materials inside the building. The violation on the property will be satisfied once this grant is awarded and the work is done. Staff recommends approval. The total amount again is $24,700.
do we have any picture at all of that
Yeah.
building?
Yes.
Yeah, this is it. Okay, I got it.
You
This
only
is-
see it on 95.
Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
And on page 14, you'll see what the proposed beautification.
I see it, okay.
That's nice.
All right. Which is
Yep,
a big help from what's.
Is the owner here?
I'm sorry, the office, the property manager, Ms. Carmen, is here.
All right. Any question, guys?
Yeah,
Hi, good evening.
Miss Carmen, how you doing?
Good, how are you?
Would you guys be able to put these marble in, like have a showroom, or would they still be outside?
Well, the idea is to bring as much in as possible.
Okay.
I know his business has kind of grown
Mm-hmm.
in the process, and he has a lot of material,
Yes.
which I'm a little bit concerned about. And but I did ask him about this because
Okay.
we know that everything needs to be inside. He
Mhm.
has like a little showroom area.
Okay.
But of course, the thing with the rolling door is to be able to bring the material in and to store it in
Yes.
in an efficient way.
And I think that they allowed the signage there because where it's at, but it's not looking good at all. That
It-
entire, if you're on 95, it looks,
Yeah, the
so I'm kind of glad
the new
something
proposed
is yeah.
signage is much, much better.
Well, this one, but right now they have
Yeah.
stuff all over and stuff.
But the signage is not included in this.
No, we
But
know.
they-
But could they request as them as tenants? Could they? what-
I have no idea.
That's a different conversation.
That's
Okay.
Not
different.
for you.
Yeah, because I think the signage is probably going to be a.
No,
yeah,
I'm just saying they
interesting.
lucky code have not giving them any issues as of currently, because yeah, so that's fine.
Okay.
I get
Oh,
Have a
motion to
motion?
approve?
Second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Keys to approve agenda item number 4. That motion was seconded by Board Member Desume. All in favor? All
Aye.
opposed? Item passes 5-0.
Okay, next item is again, same property owner. They own the property located at 13810 Northwest 6th Court. It's an old warehouse where they had the Tech Marine, they used to store boats. They need to upgrade it and make some changes inside to make it more ADA compatible for their tenants so that they can actually get their CUs and their BTR. They're unable to do that until they've satisfied these violations. The total cost of those improvements would be $90,000. As per our grant guidelines, we're recommending 50% match, which is $45,000. Once this grant is provided and they do the work, the violations on the property will be satisfied and their tenants will be able to get their CUs and BTRs.
That's the same, same owner?
Same owner, different property,
Mm.
on the same street.
The only thing that I have to signal is, well, you guys know my thought on CRA, the importance of CRA in North Miami, especially of West Dixie, near the downtown area. I know we've been trying our best, to encourage property owners, business owners to try their best to revamp and rehab their properties, but I feel that a more comprehensive, campaign. I mean, I know we don't have much. We're probably one of the few cities in Miami-Dade County that help, small, businesses to really do this type of, steps in order for them to continue to flourish. But like bigger, comprehensive, a rehab plan, I think, like for a block or two contiguous, would probably more more effective or more efficient.
Well, I'm put my other hat on, my
Yeah.
city manager hat on. We are actually we are focused on that. It's in large part, the first step is dealing with the land use issues that we have come before the board, what we're gonna do with the NRO, what we're gonna do with the remaining PCDs. Once all of that is settled, I think that will spark exactly what you're looking for, because by then we'll be able to kind of redefine those areas appropriately for the businesses and the residents that are adjacent to the corridor. So we are definitely working on it.
All right.
Rasha, can I make a comment? The violation was abated because the permit was approved. Okay.
Any questions?
No?
Any motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
I second.
I have a motion made by Board Member Keys to approve agenda item number 5. That motion was seconded by Chairman Joseph. All in favor?
Aye.
All opposed? Item passes 5-0.
All right. Any reports from CRA attorney,
No reports tonight, sir.
from the executive director?
Yes, very quickly, just for information's sake, we did have the the CRA's budget was approved by the Board of County Commissioners last Tuesday successfully, so that's done. We'll also be transmitting our financial statements and remain in compliance with regards to that. Also, you have tomorrow at 10 a.m. the groundbreaking ceremony for the Liberty Gardens project that the CRA board approved a couple months ago. I actually signed the contract today.
What
So-
time is it again?
10 a.m.
You guys always pick the wrong time for me.
I'll blame staff.
Now, I think this is a proper venue to actually talk about this topic that you and I discussed yesterday. Cagney,
We'll have an item. It's on the
the item is on the
city agenda.
yeah, but it's part CRA. I think you think we should just wait.
No CRA funding.
No, there is no CRA funding in there. Okay, cool. Thanks for the correction. All right, do we need any report from?
Yes,
any of
just, Mr. Mayor, for the record, I'd like it to be noted that I was here at about 6:40.
Sorry about that.
That's okay.
5:36.
It's 5:40. My apologies.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All right. We are now, it's now 5:55. This is the end of the CRA meeting, and we will reconvene at 7 p.m., exactly 1 hour and 5 minutes, for our regularly scheduled council meeting, right here in the same room with the same city manager. So different attorney. Thank you very much for coming.